Hello and welcome to my channel. So my name is Jenny and today their topic is so interesting that I think that each of the English learners would love to hear is that how I learned English. And in this video, I'll provide you with some of my best methods for you to learn English of four skills: listening, reading, speaking, and writing. And remember that all of the methods, ways, and tips here are all from my personal experience. I have already tried doing that, so I want to tell you guys that it worked for me. So I suppose that it works for you too. So if you have any other methods or ways to improve the English, just feel free to comment down below for us to know more. So there are many, so English is like very essential language to learn in order to achieve every goals you want. For example, you want to go abroad, then you have to know English at least fluently to communicate or listen or catch up with other students, since all the environment is in English, isn't it? So today I'll share with you some methods and ways that help you to improve your English dramatically from my own experience, of course. So, the first skill ever is listening. I have two listening methods that works best for me. And now I am only use one of the two methods. So, the first method is passive listening method. But remember that this method is actually for those who are learners who just begin to learn English from zero and want to achieve more in listening, then try this method. But if you are intermediate or advanced, then shouldn't try this method. So what is passive listening method? It's quite simple. Just play whatever English video podcasts or videos you want to hear while you're doing other stuff. For example, washing your dishes or cooking or walking, whatever. Just play your favorite podcast while doing that stuff so that your ears might be familiar with the English sounds and you don't feel overwhelmed or anxious when you're listening to others speaking English. That's the passive listening method. And the second method I want to tell with you guys, and also the method that I am using every day, is active listening method. So this method is actually for those who are intermediate, upper intermediate, or advanced. So this method is quite difficult than the first method I told you, is that you watch an English video which is interesting you, which is related to your hobbies like reading or education tips, whatever, or makeups or games. And then the step 2 is take important notes while listening to that video, and of course without subtitles, or if you want subtitles, but it have to be in English, okay? So write down the important notes or important points you have learned from that video on paper or on your iPad, and after doing that, just summarize or just simply telling to the others that have the same or have the common interests with you about what you have learned from this. So this study method actually have many benefits. First, it helps you to learn something new for you to improve your habits or your interests, and it also helps you to practice listening. So what is it called? Kill the bird with one stone, isn't it? So that's all the methods that I am using currently to improve my listening. Besides that, I also watch movies in English so that I can practice English more natural when I am going abroad in the future. And the second skill I want to tell you is reading. So for reading, I just have one tip, that read as much as possible. And remember to surround you with English surround you with the English environment. So you can put something into action like change your phone or your laptop language into English from your mother tongue into English so that you can see something in English more regularly every day. Or you can read English news every day. Not only help you to know what's going on the earth, but also help you to practice reading. And you can also read your favorite book in English. For example, Harry Potter. But if you are beginner or intermediate, then don't just like pick up any English books you want and read it. It's maybe difficult and tricky at the first time you do that. But if you are reading your mother tongue version of that book and then reading the English version, then it's much easier for you since you know what the content is or what the other talking about at that book. And remember, if you want to improve your reading dramatically, don't just read as much as possible a day, but you have to improve or learn more vocabulary. Remember, the more vocabulary you learn, the more improvement in reading you have. And to apply that in the real life, I always highlight or underline the keywords or the new words or phrases, whatever, while reading that I want to learn or I can apply it in the future while reading or writing. So that's it. That's all the tips for listening. And now move on to very essential skill that every English learner's scared of is speaking. So many people think that you have to have a native speaker or have a partner to practice speaking, and then you see and you think that you don't have anyone to practice with, and then your speaking is not improved at all. But don't just take it as the excuse for your laziness to improve your speaking. There are many other ways or many other alternative ways to practice speaking without a native speaker or without a partner. So my tips is try using some online platforms and apps or websites that connect you with English learners all over the world. So the websites I tell you here is some website that I am currently using, and I think this website is actually work for me since it helps me to communicate with native speaker online and I don't have to go outside and then find a foreigner to communicate with. But of course, this app you have to pay some extra fee if you want to use it more in the long-term future. But I think it's totally like worth it. So the first app I want to tell you is Cambly. So Cambly is probably either one of the most famous app when we're talking about the platform that help you to connect the native speakers to you for communicate or practice speaking. So Cambly is actually my favorite app ever to improve my speaking since I can choose whoever I want to practice with, who's have their same interests, have the same hobbies with me, have their accent that I can understand, or the accent that I love most. Or if you don't like Cambly, or if you think that the fee you have to pay in Cambly is too expensive, then try using Smalltalk. So Smalltalk too is the website, totally free. You don't have to pay any money or pay any fee to practice in the website, just your confidence to practice in this website. So I find Smalltalk too is actually real useful since you just like open a random topic you wanna practice and then try speaking. I have to tell you that if you want to improve dramatically in speaking, never feel ashamed or feel humiliated when you are speaking the wrong grammar of vocabulary or you were not fluently. After all, we are all English learners English is not our native language. And yeah, you can freely make mistakes without any doubt that others people will criticize you. That's okay. That's okay. So yeah, that's all about the speaking. And one thing that I have to tell you is that you never or you shouldn't feel ashamed or you feel scared of practice speaking. Yeah, so that's it. Or you can simply talking to yourself about whatever you like. So I already produced or published the video about how to stop translating from your mother tongue into English at here, so you can check this out. And you can also like start a YouTube channel like me to practice speaking, cause you like not only like produce a new content or new videos that help other people have the same problems with you, but also practice speaking very well. So yeah, that's all about the speaking or the methods I know or currently I am apply. And the final skill, also the skills that most of the English learners don't care much, is writing. So, of all four skills, you have to admit it. Writing is the skill that you don't invest much time on it. You don't spend enough time on writing than for those skills. But like all of the skills, you have to spend time, you have to invest time, take your time for writing. So, some websites that I how recommend you guys using for improved writing is Write and Improve of Cambridge. And remember that all the websites I mentioned in this video will be put at the description box for you to easily find the apps that or the websites that's suitable for you. So okay, back to the Write and Improve of Cambridge. So this website is officially made by the most famous one of the most famous schools or university in the world, Cambridge. And I practice writing at this website every single day. And this website helps me to improve my grammar, improve the way that I'm using vocabulary, and so more on, etc. Because it's like Grammarly, the website that check your writing in case you don't have a teacher, check your writing. So that's the website. And the next is choose a random topic and just write about it. So that's real easy. Just like type your favorite topic or your favorite hobby on the search bar and then choose a random topic and then write all about it. And you can use the app Grammarly that I mentioned before to check if your grammar or your vocabulary is okay. And the next is write diary at the end of the day, and of course in English. Why? Because you not only have a view of what you have learned or what you have done throughout the day, but you also practice writing very well. You can write natural, whatever you want, whatever styles you want, just write in English and then check if you have a teacher or rent or use a online assistant to help you improve it. Okay guys, so thank you so much for listening till the end. And I suppose that's all the methods that I know about all four skills that help me or worked for me a lot in my English journey to improve. And yes, of course, I never stop learning languages. I definitely learned some more languages in the future, maybe Mandarin, Korean, or French, or Italy, whatever it is language, I will learn. Because of the simple reason that I love languages. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching my videos, and feel free to comment down below your problems or your language barriers when you learn English, and I will give you the best solutions or the best advice of mine for you if these problems is the same as me. Okay, so thank you so much for listening to my videos, and see you in the next video. Bye.